Hello and welcome to Written Words. I'm Helen and in this video I'm just going to share one of my poems. The town where I live is on the banks of the River Trent and it's very near the end of the River Trent. Not far from here it joins the River Humber and then flows out into the sea, so it's quite wide and deep at the point when it reaches our town. The River Trent does appear in Shakespeare in Henry IV Part 1, where a group of nobles are gathered around looking at a map of the country, because traditionally the Severn and the Trent were the dividing line between the north and south of the country. And in this particular scene, Harry Hotspur is cross with the River Trent because it's wiggly, and the way that it wiggles actually means that it cuts off some of the good land from him. The town also has Viking connections from the time when King Svein Forkbeard would have sailed in his longships down the River Humber and then the Trent, where they stopped in the town and it was declared the capital of the country for a whole 5 weeks until Svein's death and his son Knut decided to return to Denmark. In addition to its history, it's also liable to flooding, and in recent years flood defences have been built on the town side of the river, so that when it does flood, it floods into the fields on the other side. As I was writing my poem, I started to notice a theme emerging from the notes that I'd made, and the theme was a theatrical one. It was as if each day is another scene in a play. The curtain of night is lifted and a play is enacted out every day on the banks of the river, and of course the leading lady in the production is the river itself. So here is my poem, Leading Lady. Leading Lady. The curtain of night rises over the Trent, a sunlit performance about to start. Scenery ever-changing, characters abound, grandiose river plays the leading part. On one bank is concrete protection for puny humans and their homes. On the other, bare fields splayed in welcome to the violating overflow. Deadly, life-giving artery of the land, ever bringing and taking away, supplying, removing, feeding, draining, in perpetuum mobile. Powerful currents, deceptively glossy, enticing, alluring, seducing, inviting. Her silvery fingers can carve out ravines. This water's not for swimming. A living line drawn from west to east, separating north from south. The country's compass cut in half. Shakespeare's men argued it out. Up bridgeless Humber, and then a left turn, Svein's longships came from across the sea. Enter new players onto the stage, sediment chronicling history. From time to time, nature rewinds, and the eager boar comes up for a ride. A confusing phenomenon, baffling many a mind, made Knut think he could turn the tide. Sunset commences and fades to black. Birds and wind intone the finale. Another performance draws to a close, henceforth consigned to the archives of memory. So Leading Lady is from my collection Endless Procession. If you'd like to know more about Endless Procession, I have 1 or 2 previous videos with poems from the collection, and more information is also available on my website at writtenwords.uk. Thank you very much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video, and in the meantime, happy reading and happy writing.